Hello, welcome. So today we're going to be taking a little look at r/am I overreacting? So if you want to judge if someone is a big drama queen with me today, then please do stick around and enjoy. And don't forget to like and subscribe, please, thank you. So this first one was posted by Tom Wilson 7543. Am I overreacting for unplugging the Wi-Fi every night because my roommate's girlfriend practically lives here? My friend mate, okay. I don't know why that tripped me up so bad. And I live together in an apartment. I'm assuming that they wrote friend and then also wrote mate and only meant to write one of them. Everything was divided 50-50, groceries, bills, rent, and so forth. Her girlfriend is the problem. She used to visit a few times a week, completely typical. After that, it became staying over most evenings. Right now, she is present each and every day, works from our living room, eats our food, sleeps here, and takes showers here. She even began to act as though she lived here by leaving clothes in the restroom. However, she makes no payment. I attempted to gently bring it up, saying that because there is now essentially a third person present, we should review utilities. He became very defensive, claiming that she was merely her guest and that I was counting pennies, a visitor who has been here for 3 weeks. The thing that pushed me over the edge is the Wi-Fi. I work early mornings and need decent internet at night to prep stuff, but she's constantly streaming or gaming. Our connection has gotten noticeably worse, so I started unplugging the router at night before I go to bed. Now both of them are mad. My roommate says I'm being petty and controlling, and her girlfriend made some comment about me not knowing how to share space. I mean, love, if you are there that often, pay some rent then. But I didn't agree to live with her. No, exactly, I 100% agree. Because at the end of the day, when you've got one extra person in the house, it is insane how quickly that can increase the cost for everything. Your water, your gas, or your heating, depending on what you call it, your electric, the food, and obviously, yeah, the Wi-Fi is getting rinsed to high heavens if there's another person who's streaming or gaming all day. You know, they might not have the Wi-Fi set up to cope with that. So no, the OP's not being a butthole, and it's just the principle of it as well at the end of the day, isn't it? So, Madam Unicorn of Doom says, you didn't sign on for 2 roommates, you signed on for 1. Set your boundaries with your roommate. She can stay 3 nights a week, or she can contribute a third to rent. And then the OP says, exactly. And then Madam Unicorn of Doom then says, I feel sorry for you. This happened to me too, and my roommate's boyfriend was there when she wasn't. She worked 13 hours a day, and he was just there, always. And it was creepy for me. He ate all our food. It was infuriating. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be okay with that either. It's just a bit much, isn't it, really? Like, if I had a roommate, I would be like, yeah, if you want to have your partner over every day, that is fine. As long as they contribute to the extra costs that come along with that, no problem. But if they weren't, I'd be like, yeah, absolutely not. I am not okay with this. So, next post, posted by DewConstruction904. Am I overreacting for thinking my friend is using ChatGPT to text me in an argument? Oh, I really hate that people are now using ChatGPT to have, like, emotional conversations with people. Like, how far has society fallen to need an LLM to tell them how to talk to people? Like, my goodness, I can't. Like, if you're having a conversation, an emotionally charged conversation, nothing like that should come into it. You should be, learn how to communicate your feelings on your own. Now, before anyone even says anything, I'm going to add this bit in here to say, yes, I understand that there are nuances to, we shouldn't be using AI, or, well, let's be honest, it's not actually AI, it's LLMs, to communicate with each other. There are nuances to that because it can be helpful for people with disabilities that cannot see to write, say, if people who are blind. I imagine it can be helpful for them. I imagine it can be helpful for people who are, severely dyslexic so that they can get their spellings correct. I imagine it can be helpful for people to communicate who are not able to actually physically talk. However, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about using the LLM to say words for you, to basically make an argument for you. If you are using it to put forward the words from your own mind in the correct way, like I say, as in, if you are someone who's highly dyslexic and you're trying to write an email and you know it's not going to be spelt right, but you type out or you speak into it and say, I want you to write blah, 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 and then it writes it down for you, spelt correctly, whatever. That's fine. What I'm talking about is people using it to literally make up the argument for them, or using it to communicate for them and think up the words for them. Like, if I'm in a friendship or a relationship, I do not want you using words that you have been fed by an AI or an LLM, which, by the way, is literally manipulating you into gaslighting you and blowing smoke up your ass to tell you that no, they're there, you are correct and everyone else is wrong. You are the best thing ever. Want to know why they do that? To make you come back. But yeah, that's why I would be fuming if somebody communicated in an emotional conversation with me and got an LLM to basically write everything and argue for them, rather than them thinking things up themselves and communicating that to me themselves, you know? And like, I've seen some arguments where people are like, but yeah, I just can't put the words together right. I can't put my argument together right. I'm sorry, but you're not applying for a job. This is a family member or a friend. Like, I would much rather my friend sent me a paragraphs long essay of incessant ramblings to get out of their head what they need to get out of their head, and get off their chest what they actually want to say. You know, keep conversations, emotional conversations, human. Honestly, I just don't think anything good can come of it, to be quite honest with you. I really don't. I mean, studies have already shown that people are becoming less intelligent because they are relying so much on these LLMs to do everything for them. Like, think for them, feel fucking for them at this point, clearly. I've known her for 2 years and our friendship has never left school, grade 12. You can't tell me that this isn't AI writing in those long texts. I knew immediately in my gut, but I was busy and didn't read it fully until a few hours later. Not even saying that you have to read the full convo. I just want confirmation that it's AI, and if it was fair to not engage with her BS. Okay, let's have a read of the text and we'll judge it from there. I wish I could do a robot voice. I really can't, because that would be so funny. OP is in blue and the friend is, or should I say ChatGPT, is in grey. Are you able to text right now? Yeah, what's up? Like, actually talk, not just surface level stuff? Yeah. Okay, so instead of doing a robot voice, because I don't know how, I am going to read this as monotone as possible. Okay, good. Because I've been sitting with this for a couple days, and it's starting to feel impossible to ignore. I don't want to come at you aggressively or anything. I'm genuinely... Ooh, I forgot the M-. I'm genuinely trying to understand what's going on, M-. But the dynamic between us has shifted noticeably lately, and I need clarity. You've been spending way more time with other friend, M-. I get it. New people are exciting, M-. But the way you prioritize responding to her, the inside jokes popping up in your stories, the way you're suddenly busy when I try to hang, but magically free when she's around, ... It's not subtle. And before you say, I'm just nice to everyone, let's skip that part for once, M-. Because we both know the emotional bandwidth you're giving isn't distributed equally anymore. I'm not accusing you of cheating or whatever dramatic thing, M-. I'm saying I feel like I've been quietly downgraded. Oh, like upgraded. Like with software. From best friend to background character in your NPC. NPC would have been better, ChatGPT, come on now. In your life, while someone new gets the main character energy. Can we talk about this honestly? Or is this the point where you're going to deflect again and tell me that I'm overthinking? Face. I don't know. I hear you saying a lot of stuff about how I'm acting different, but I don't really see it that way. I'm still the same with you as I've always been. If it feels off to you, maybe that's more about where you're at right now than anything I'm doing. I'm not trying to downgrade anyone. I'm just living life and talking to people who are around. We're good though, right? Okay, classic deflection. You flipped it on me, minimized everything I said, and now you're acting like I'm the one projecting. I laid out specific examples and you just blanket denied them. That tells me everything I need to know. If this is how you handle honesty, by gaslighting and playing dumb, then yeah, we're clearly not on the same page anymore. I'm not chasing someone who's already checked out emotionally. Take care, I guess. Wait a second. I just realised you've been using words like cheating, like we're in a relationship, laughing face. Combined with all those M dashes, I think you're using ChatGPT to text for you. Yeah, that was a lot of M dashes. I've never seen anybody text like that, like in a normal friend conversation, I must say. Oh, look how different the paragraph looks now. From the way that the OP's friend was writing before to how they've written this next paragraph, completely different. Like the way it's laid out, there's no like punctuation or anything, like literally not even a capital letter or a full stop. Anyway, let's read it. Okay, fine. I said cheating once, but that was just a bad word choice, lol. I meant emotionally cheating on our friendship, that's not a thing. Not like actual relationship stuff. Chill. Even if this friend was absolutely the worst at being able to get their feelings across, so they needed a little bit of help. Okay, let's give the benefit of the doubt. It's still wild as f*** to be telling your friend that it's cheating emotionally to have another friend. People can have multiple friends, and if you're that type of friend that doesn't want your friend to have anybody else in their life, you might need to take a step back and take a look at how you're doing emotionally, because that's not good behavior, that's controlling. I'm not using ChatGPT, what the fuck? That's so random. Why would I even need that to talk to my best friend? I just type fast and think about what I'm saying, that's all. You're reaching so hard right now. If you want to turn this around on me instead of admitting you've been switching up, then whatever, over it for real. Face again. And then the OP says, get the fuck out, loads of laughing emojis. This is going to sound like invalidation, but you seriously need to get out of your head about all of this. Final answer, I have nothing to say, and I feel no different towards you. Lol lol lol, I'm in my head. Okay, keep telling yourself that. I'm not even trying to be toxic right now, but you're getting me there. Mate, telling your friend they can't have other friends is hella toxic. Goodness me. I'd be so offended though if someone was trying to have a heart-to-heart with me and they used ChatGPT to like come up with what to say. And I'll tell you for why as well. I don't like the thought of somebody putting information about me into their LLM models to try and get a way to talk to me. I don't like that. Don't be telling your AI all my business, thank you. So, down in the comments, Western Choice 6398 says, the drastic shift in grammar when you called her out proves it's definitely AI. And then Bonk Slut, what? Says, this is what took me out, laughing my fucking ass off. Didn't even try to make it match up whatsoever. Exactly. It was literally night and day. And then Adept Condition 4644 says, the dashes are also a dead giveaway. No one puts in M dashes like ChatGPT. And then they say edit, apparently people do use them. Yeah, people use them, but flipping heck, they were peppered through as if they were trying to season the messages. Like, I've never seen anyone write like that in an informal text message. So yeah, no. I think they did. I would be offended that my friend didn't feel like they could just actually have an honest and open conversation with me about their feelings without, putting it into AI. And also, like I say, giving all of my personal info to AI as well. Don't do that. No, thank you. So, next post, Massive Ad 8552 says, am I overreacting that my boyfriend basically staged a test to see if I'd cheat with his cousin? I hate reading these posts about relationship tests. I think they are the worst. Don't do them. I, F26, have been dating my boyfriend, M29, for about a year. Everything has been normal. Maybe too normal. Last weekend, he invited me to a small family hangout at his place. Nothing crazy, just food, music, a few drinks. He mentioned his cousin would be there too, but I've never met him before. When I got there, his cousin, M27, was weirdly attentive. Not creepy, just very intentional, complimenting me, offering to refill my drink, sitting next to me every chance he got. I don't know, OP, you say not creepy. I'm feeling a bit creeped out. Not gonna lie. I mean, complimenting, okay, fair. Offering to fill your drink, okay, cool. Just being a nice person. But making a point of sitting next to you every chance they get, I would feel creeped out by that. At first, I thought, okay, maybe he's just friendly. But then my boyfriend started disappearing, like fully vanishing into other rooms for long stretches of time. At one point, it was just me and the cousin in the living room. He turns to me and goes, so do you always go for guys like him? I laughed it off, but he kept pushing, saying things like, you could do better, Not everything is as it seems. What is this, a magic show or something? What? Some men like to share. Ew. At that point, I was uncomfortable. I texted my boyfriend asking where he was. No reply. Then the cousin straight up says, if you wanted to do something, you wouldn't tell him, right? I immediately got up and went to find my boyfriend. And guess where he was? In the hallway, on his phone, right outside the door. I asked him what the hell was going on and he just smiled and said, relax, I just wanted to see how you'd handle yourself. Handle myself? I told him that was insane and left immediately. Now he's texting me saying I passed and that I'm wifey material and that I'm overreacting because nothing actually happened. But I feel set up, tested, low-key disrespected. Like, why am I being put in some loyalty experiment I didn't sign up for? Am I overreacting, or is this actually as messed up as it feels? Yeah, it is as messed up as it feels. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think it's so icky to test your partner. Either you trust them and you trust them, actually believe that they won't do anything, or you don't trust them, in which case, why are you with them? Finish it then if you don't trust them. So, down in the comments, I'm right 25 says he doesn't trust you. That's why he has to test you. This will happen more if you stay. And then Blushing Cutie says, you're not overreacting, you were set up. Trust isn't a game and you're not a prize to be tested. Oh, apparently we've reached the time of the day where it is crackhead cat hours. The cat has just gone flying past me, chasing thin air. And then Foolish Pleasure 99 says, ding ding ding, he failed the how to ruin a relationship with unforced errors test. Honestly, I just think it's such an icky thing to do. And, if the person finds out that you've been testing them as well, I think it's just the fastest way to ruin your relationship because it doesn't make them look untrustworthy. It makes the person who's doing the testing or putting someone up to test the other person to be the untrustworthy one, because why would you think to do that? I'd be like, why are you so paranoid? Like, what have you got to hide, pal? Okay, then next post, Distinct Date 4306 says, am I overreacting for getting the ick after my girlfriend tried to surprise me with a new wardrobe? Okay, So, background. I'm a pretty simple dude when it comes to clothes. Band tees, jeans, sneakers, that's my uniform. My girlfriend, 24F, is really into fashion. Like, knows all the trends, spends hours on Depop, the whole deal. We've been together for almost 2 years, and she's always made little comments about how I could elevate my style. But I always just laughed it off. I thought she was just messing with me. Well, yesterday I got home from work and my entire closet was different. She had taken a personal day, gone through all my stuff, and bagged up like half of it to donate. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely not. Don't be donating people's things without their permission. I get being like, hey, I think this would look great on you. Maybe you should try it out. But you can't just get rid of someone's clothes without their permission. That's not okay. In its place, she hung up a bunch of new stuff. Linen shirts, tailored trousers, these weird platform sneakers. She was standing there with this huge smile, so proud of herself, and she said she wanted to do something nice for me and help me level up. Yeah, but what if the OP's not comfortable wearing stuff like that? Like, now they're going to feel weird walking around in clothes that they would never pick for themselves rather than, just offering advice and being like, hey, I think this would look good on you. Try it out. Maybe they try it out and like it. Maybe they try it out and they don't, but they've not been given any choice in the matter, have they? I was honestly speechless for a minute. I didn't know whether to laugh or be mad. I finally asked her where my stuff was, and she said it was in the hall closet waiting to go to Goodwill, but that I could go through it later if I really wanted. Oh good, at least it's not actually at the charity shop then yet. She kept going on about how good I'm gonna look and how we can go on nicer dates now. I just felt this massive wave of ick wash over me. I told her that she had no right to touch my stuff and that it was kinda disrespectful. Her face dropped and she got super defensive, saying she was just trying to be a good girlfriend and that I was being ungrateful and overreacting to a gift. She's been crying in the bedroom for like an hour and now I feel like a total jerk, but am I wrong for feeling violated? It's just clothes, but it's also my stuff, No, definitely not. I think if someone came into my house and got rid of all my clothes that I'm comfortable wearing and replaced them for things I would never pick for myself, I would be fuming. And I wouldn't want to wear any of that stuff because, we pick what we feel most comfortable in. And then now and then my friends will be like, oh, you should try this style. I'll usually go, no, I'm not doing it. I know I won't like it. And then, maybe it turns out that it's not that bad. But honestly, it's quite difficult to get me out of my comfort zone of wearing all black clothes. I have like two pieces that are colourful, if you want to call it that, and by colourful I mean one is like a dark olive green and one is a dark burgundy, and that is the only colour other than pyjamas and socks that I have in my wardrobe. So yeah, if someone came in and replaced all my clothes with like colourful, fashionable clothes, no, I would hate it. I would really hate it. So, down in the comments, Virtual Werewolf 935 says, someone changing out of your whole wardrobe without a conversation and agreement is aggressive. It's one thing to get some new clothes here or there, but it's not okay to think you can decide how someone who you are with dresses, not overreacting. And then Little Potato Face says, my bestie's wife was bored of his wardrobe, so she sent him out with a personal shopper. He had a great time buying new stuff that was still very him. That's how you do it. I mean, I still kind of feel like it's a bit weird to be like, oh yeah, his wife was bored of his wardrobe. Emphasis on his. I mean, again, that one's still better though, because she sent him out with somebody to help him pick stuff that would be, suitable for him that he actually liked. It was a joint decision, but still, that would make me feel really self-conscious. I'd be like, what? Do you think I look like shit all the time or something? Now I'm sad. I think that's all we've got time for today. If you made it all the way to the end with me, I appreciate you very, very much. If you give a little like, subscribe, notifications on, that is your initiation into the Coven of Void. Welcome. Whatever it is you're doing for the day, I hope you have a really good rest of the day. Goodbye. And don't forget to leave an offering of a comment for Big Al.